Not to mention Nikki sitting on the basil bed.
Watermelon.
Okay.
Hey guys, have you guys been thinking about all of the stuff they've been putting in like snack foods at the stores?
Not
Is this a
particularly.
hint that you want to eat?
No, it's not actually, because like there's so much stuff in the ingredients that you can't even pronounce. I mean, think about it. Doritos, Fritos, Tostitos. Whose toes are they putting in the chips? I'm
No.
serious. Don't laugh about it. They've been putting cricket protein. Maybe it's cricket toes. I'm not even.
No.
Oh, the whatchamacallit nut bars. Maybe they're candy bars. Even they don't know what's in it.
That's I don't think you have that.
I'm trying to say that we should stop buying snack food from the stores. No one knows what they are.
Okay. I think I have an answer for that actually. So get out of the kitchen and then I'll mix a pick for it.
Okay.
Right after this.
Hi, I'm Trey, and we have live music every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you like our music, you can also check out our music channel, which is Vineyard Chicks instead of Vineyard Chicks Homestead, and I would love to see you there.
So for this recipe, you're only going to need a few things, and it varies depending on what flavor you want to go for. But the main thing you're going to need is the chickpeas or Garbonzo beans. They're the same thing, and we're going to be using 2 cans. You're going to want to drain them first because they're submerged in water, and then after that you're going to let that dry, but I'll talk about that more in a minute. And the other ingredient that you're mainly going to need for everything is oil. You can use olive oil, you can even use canola oil or coconut oil. We're going to try avocado oil for this, but we've heard some great things about it, and it seems like it's a healthier alternative. And for this recipe specifically, I'm going to be using cumin, chili powder, garlic powder, salt, cayenne, turmeric, and jalapeno powder. So it's going to be a spicier blend. And then we're just going to put that on top of the chickpeas. But the first thing we're going to do is drain the chickpeas. And now I'm just gonna run some cold water through it to kind of rinse it off, and then I'm gonna let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna put it on the baking sheet. So it's been about a half hour, and now we're ready to take the drained chickpeas and lay them out on the napkin. And I actually drained 2 more so I can do another recipe, and that recipe is going to be ranch seasoning and nutritional yeast. So I'm gonna go get those. And I'm just gonna keep these a little bit separate. And then we're gonna dry them with a napkin and let them sit for another half hour so we know that they're totally dry. This makes sure that you don't end up with mushy chickpeas. And the napkin I'm using can help absorb some of it too. But you just kind of want to spread them out so that they can all access air and they can dry out a little bit. And then we're going to let this air dry for another 30 minutes. Alright, so it's been 30 minutes and these are really dry and I'm happy with them. First we're going to preheat the oven to 350 because that's coming up now. Alright, and then you're going to check your chickpeas really quick for skin. The skin of the chickpeas is going to add moisture, and you don't want a mushy chickpea. You want them to be pretty dry. So if you see any, just throw those out. And then I'm going to take half of these because I'm doing 2 recipes. And then just put them in a mixing bowl. And you can do so many different flavors with these. You can even do a sweet version that uses cinnamon and sugar. You can pretty much just do anything you feel like. I think I'm done with these. So it's really up to you what you want them to taste like. Now we're going to use the oil, and again we're using avocado oil because it's a healthier alternative. And you're just going to do a quick sweep just to get them a little moist. And then we're just gonna try to incorporate that a little bit. And then once you have all that oil, you get to put in all of your seasonings. And it's stuck. Okay. And then we're just gonna put everything together, and then we're gonna stir it again, and then when that's mixed, it's ready to be baked. And you just want it to kind of be even. That way you don't have like super seasoned ones and then some really bland ones. But I have like all of the curry powder in one section. So there's that. And we're just gonna put this back. You don't need the napkins anymore because you were only using them to dry. So we'll just lay that back in there. And I don't really care if the other recipe has the other recipe in it. So I'm just gonna reuse this, but the other one is going to be the ranch. So I'm gonna turn this over and then do the same thing again. And then we're just gonna do the same thing again, but with the different set of seasoning. And we have our nutritional yeast and ranch seasoning. So all in all, we're gonna end up with 2 different batches of chickpeas. One's going to be a little Mexican themed, and this one's gonna be ranch themed, or flavored. And then you're gonna bake these for like 30 to 40 minutes until you notice like a little brown in there. And then we're just gonna try to spread this out so that they all get baked evenly. I have a feeling the Mexican one's gonna be pretty spicy, so I don't wanna like mix the other one too much. But there you go. So we're gonna bake these, and then I'll show you what it's like after it's done. Hot, hot. And then sometime in between while it's baking, you're also gonna wanna shake it around or stir it a little bit, just so that it doesn't like burn all on one side. But it's not too hard, and then we'll probably film that. So it's been 40 minutes, it is out of the oven, and now they're done. You might want to wait a little bit before you eat them, especially because they're hot and they just came out of an oven. But in any case, do you two want to come try them?
Come try them. They're hot, so wait for them to cool off, but you guys should try them.
Yeah.
So this is the Mexican one, and it has the most spices. There's definitely some curry and chili powder in there.
I really like the flavor on this one.
I think that one
Kind of reminds me of tacos.
too much spice.
I liked it. I like it a lot. I think Dad will like that one.
And then this one is the ranch seasoning one. So.
Ranch seasoning.
That's good.
That one's really good too.
Doritos.
It just kind of tastes like
Nacho
ranch.
cheese.
I like these ones better.
Like I said earlier, you can pretty much put whatever you want inside or to top your chickpeas. But the chickpeas are a great alternative to a processed food, and they're super easy to make. They just take a little bit of time, so you can definitely do some other things while they're cooking. So that's the end of this recipe. You can put whatever you want in it, and the reason we picked this as a healthy snack is because chickpeas are extremely high in protein, and they're also really good for fiber. So instead of eating processed chips from the store, you could alternatively do this, and you can just top it however you'd like. I'm sure you could use like popcorn seasoning or anything that you have in your pantry for this, and it's super easy. This is for the hashtag HealthySnacks24 collaboration hosted by Mountain Grandma. Miss Tammy, thank you for inviting us. And this collaboration is super cool because it started on May 1st, and every day there's going to be another collaborator with another healthy snack, and this is our entry to that. So we highly encourage you to go take a look at the playlist and the list of collaborators down in the description. But we hope you enjoyed this video, and we hope that you try it and tell us how you like it.
They're good.
And we'll see you in the next video.
God bless.
God bless.